We got some good guys coming up here. I mean, I don't know if I actually know either one of these gyms.
Why don't you go ahead and lead us off with Payton Tutor?
I'll tell you what. Listen here, guys. We got Payton Tutor coming out here. He's fighting out of HCMMA. He has a 2-2 record. His last 3 fights were an injury loss against Jartavis Jackson, which is a big name. He is a very tough opponent. A TKO win against Devin Scoggins and a TKO loss against Adrius Walls.
Another tough name.
Another tough name. And he seems to be a balanced fighter. He's good on his feet and on the ground.
Yeah.
He's coming off of a 2-year layoff, which I remember talking to someone about. That makes a difference coming in off of a 2-year layoff, but it also gives you plenty of time. And it says he's coming off of an injury. You get plenty of time to work a lot of jiu-jitsu even with an injury. I'll say that much.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll see some improved ground game. Number 11 bantamweight in Mississippi, and I'm not really a sucker for rankings, but they're there for a reason.
We have 2 ranked fighters in this fight now, and his opponent is about to come to the cage as well. So Mouhamed Cisse, fighting out of Wildside Combat Center out in Clarksville, Tennessee, my neck of the woods.
There you go.
But another 2-2 record guy. I mean, his last 3 fights, TKO loss, split loss, and then a split win over Ronaldo Hernandez, which is a familiar name around here at the Hub City Park. Right, very tough guy. From what I understood about both of these guys, they're both strikers, but they are well-rounded in each area, but both of them really like to strike. And that was kind of the appeal for putting them at fight number 8, because you put 2 guys that are going to strike. I mean, we saw it with Pablo Martinez and Alan Esparza earlier, but I mean, it's going to set off fireworks, right? And so finishing our prelims with this fight right here, man, I mean, it's a huge one. For Cisse, I know a lot of his teammates. I mean, he trains with like Jason Danner, Nathan Moore, his coaches, Tyler Martin and Mike Merriman. I mean, those guys they've been around for a really long time. Nate Landwehr fights out of that gym, right? So, he's predicting this 2nd or 3rd round finish, so he's not expecting it to be an easy fight, which I really respect from his end. That he's not like, I'm going to go in there and run through this guy. He's like, I know he's going to be tough.
He knows the game.
Yeah, I know he's going to be tough. I know he's going to be a little difficult. I know it's going to be hard to put away. I know I can do it. It's not going to be the first round, though, and I respect that. And like I said, both ranked number 27th featherweight in Indiana. So the last time I think he fought in Tennessee was at the Hub City card against Ronaldo. So,
man, I know Ronaldo is probably one of my favorite fights. But I don't want to talk about me, but a very tough opponent. Very, very tough opponent. So I know that a split win against Ronaldo, that stands out to me, because I know he's a tough guy.
Definitely.
So, I mean, I think for both of these guys, for 2-2 on both sides of the board, somebody's walking out of here with a positive.
Yeah. Yeah,
and
definitely.
Sometimes you lose sight of that with it being an amateur record, but you never know what this record means to these guys. So.
Yeah.
Who wants it?
Well, I do know that Cisse actually wanted to call out Corbin Lyons, and we were kind of like, man, let's get you another fight. Let's get you back in that cage. So, I mean, we're looking at a potential number 1 contender fight, seeing how this fight goes. So, it makes it even more interesting. This fight is going to be sponsored by Tried and True Lightscaping and Irrigation. Here's
Ladies
Richard.
and gentlemen, this next contest is set for 3 3-minute rounds of MMA action. And when the fight begins, the man in charge, referee Jason Aldridge. And now, introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, weighing in at 135 pounds, from Pontotoc, Mississippi, representing BWMMA, Payton Tutor. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, weighing in at 137 pounds, from Clarksville, Tennessee, representing Wildside, Team Henson BJJ, Mouhamed Cisse.
Both of these guys look locked in as well.
And one thing that I told Ryan as well, I was like, dude, these 2 guys were cut yesterday. Like, they look jacked, ripped, and I was like, man, I love when amateurs actually take the weight cut seriously. They look good, and I hope they perform well. Here we go, round number 1, Tutor versus Cisse. Big knee already.
Some knees already in the clinch.
A little bit of dirty boxing.
Yeah.
Big knees, multiple.
Going for a throw there. These knees are going to add up from Cisse here, or from Tutor.
Tutor's looking confident in the clinch, man.
We'll say Cisse's doing really good at keeping his head right under Tutor's chin.
Yeah.
That's really big for the cage. A good knee.
Responding with his own.
Yeah.
Tutor's going for these trips
Good
multiple
reversal.
times. Now he's up
Going
with
for a high
crotch.
single.
Yeah. Great defense by Cisse, though.
Those underhooks by Cisse. Hanging on to that underhook on this left hand is going to be big. I think.
I mean, so far this first round is just wrestling defense and knees of the body. It's like who can outlast who there.
Yeah. We saw a little bit of an exchange getting into the clinch, but it's kind of stayed in this area. Wow. Drawing the legs up.
Good takedown. But what can he do with it? It looks like Cisse really has the advantage where he is. I could be wrong there. You can always correct me, Lane Rowe, if I am.
I feel like Tutor needs to get. Okay, he's past the legs there.
Yeah, he's in mount.
Yeah, Cisse's got it.
But he's high, so he can push off the cage here,
Yep.
right? Oh.
All right, so now you got to start moving if you're Cisse. Yep.
Oh, he rolls right
There
into
you
a
go.
rear naked
You
choke.
got to be careful with those.
Got to be able to fight the hands.
I'd
I
be
can't
trying
really
to
tell if it's under or not.
I'd be trying to get my shoulders back to the mat if I was Cisse.
I think he's okay right now. I mean, it looks
It
tight.
doesn't
He's
look
slipping
deep.
out. Yep.
Yep, he's out. But see here, I wouldn't keep turning to turtle. Trying to lace it up again.
So here, do you
looks
just
like.
try to flip the hips as fast as you can, get into full guard, or
You-
what?
you
But
wanna
now he's got
use-
that body lock,
Yeah,
the
that's
little body
gonna make
triangle.
it a lot harder. That's good jiu-jitsu from Tutor.
I thought you were going to say it's good analytics from Brandon, but that's fine too.
It's good from both. You're killing it. Don't let me be the
There he
judge of
goes.
this.
What a flip. But now he's getting too high. Tutor started moving those legs up, looking for possibly a triangle or an arm bar.
See, this is the hard part. Again, jiu-jitsu guys want to stay tight. You got to posture up to land those strikes.
I'm actually really surprised by the jiu-jitsu of Tutor. I didn't expect him to be more of a ground game guy,
Yeah,
but
I mean,
he
trying
looks
to-
great.
He's covering up well.
Oh, got to be careful with
Arm
that
bar
arm
on the
there.
wrong side.
Yeah.
If I'm Cisse, I'm trying to posture back up and break away.
So do you start stacking him here, trying to get to your feet, or what?
I would try to get to my feet. Yeah,
Okay.
I would try to get your hips in. If you start getting your,
Big shots in
I don't
the
know, he's
round.
landing some big shots here.
Oh,
Yes.
really big shots.
That's what you're
End
looking
of the
for.
round. We're going to round two. Tough
Man,
round.
very tough. Yeah, so if I'm Cisse, what I learned there is
I think
He's
Tudor
not
thought that he
afraid.
lost, that they stopped the fight, and it wasn't the end of the round. He looked confused, like, why are y'all coming in here? Why are y'all rushing?
that is not good
That's
for
not
the
good.
mental.
That's not good
That
for
is
the mental.
not good for the mental.
You were about to say, I think Cisse something. But you still have that train of thought.
Yeah, if I'm Cisse, I'm learning that this guy's willing to do jiu-jitsu. I saw a couple of trip attempts from being against the cage.
Yep.
I mean, I'd be respecting the jiu-jitsu because, again, I wouldn't have expected it. But
I mean, and there was a few times that he looked like he possibly got, I mean, obviously the rear naked choke. Oh, Tudor, Jason Aldridge wages off. Looks like Tudor can't continue into the second round. That means it is a first round finish for Mouhamed Cisse.
we can't forget the ground and pound at the end there. I mean, it just
And that did a lot. I mean, that was
that's got
hard.
rattling.
That was hard ground and pound. And much respect from both
Yep.
of these guys, even at the weigh-ins.
Sportsmanship.
Great fight.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, if we were leading into that second fight, man, I really thought Tudor had the advantage on the ground. Maybe if he could stay on top, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, the ground and pound, like you said, from Mouhamed there at the end was really the big thing that got him the win.
Yeah.
Obviously.
I mean, to think you have lost just from them standing you up, that's got to tell you he was feeling those shots for sure.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Jason Aldridge has called a stop to this contest at the end of the first round, declaring your winner by TKO, Mouhamed Cisse.
Yeah.
Mouhamed, that was a heck of a fight, man. Y'all were back and forth. Sometimes you had top game, sometimes he had top game, but as soon as you started dropping them bombs, it was game over.
Like, this MMA world, you know what sucks about it? Sometimes you gotta hurt people. And for the longest, I didn't know how to do that because I thought that was the wrong thing to do. My coaches finally let me know hey, it's okay. After the fight, so I can be friends again. So thank you to Wildside. Thank you to Andrew with Hanson BJJ. Thanks to my man right here. He made this fucking nice-ass rice girlfriend for this fight. And all these beautiful-ass fans who came to watch the fucking show. I hope y'all was happy. I hope y'all loved that shit. And I hope to be back every single time. I'm always ready to fucking fight. Who wants it? I always want it. I always want it. Let that be known. I always want it.
Congratulations, man. Look forward to seeing you again.